Hello, guys. Welcome back to Vagmi Raga. I'm your friend Vagmi, and today I want to talk about a story that shook me deeply. It's from a Netflix series called Adolescence. But honestly, it didn't feel like just a series. It felt real, raw, and terrifying. Because what happens in this show is something we've heard about again and again in real life, in schools, in news headlines, and sadly, even in our neighborhoods. This is the story of a teenage boy. Not a criminal in the beginning, just a boy. A regular student. But from the very start, he was different. Not popular, not confident, not someone people admired. He thought he was ugly. He believed no one liked him. And to make things worse, his classmates constantly bullied him. They made fun of how he looked, how he spoke, how he walked. Now imagine going to school every day, not to learn, but to survive humiliation. That was his life. Over time, he started shutting down. He would stay quiet, avoid everyone, and live in his own head. He was suffering from deep inferiority complex. He felt small, worthless, invisible. But no one noticed. Not his teachers, not his parents, not even his classmates, who thought it was just fun to tease him. But inside, he was breaking. And that brokenness was turning into frustration, into anger, into darkness. And then, something happened. A girl in his school, confident, beautiful, social. Her private MMS video got leaked. It spread like wildfire. She was devastated, embarrassed, alone. And this boy, he saw her in that moment, not as someone who needed help, but as someone finally below him. He thought, she's vulnerable now. She's ashamed. Maybe now, she won't reject me. That's what went through his mind. But when he tried to get close to her, she refused. She said no. And that no hit something in him. Something deep. Something dangerous. All that anger, all that rejection, all that humiliation. He couldn't take it anymore. He lost control. And he stabbed her. Not once. Multiple times. Brutally. Until her life was gone. Now the question is, was he a monster? Or was he a result of all the bullying, the loneliness, the pressure, and the silence? Yes, what he did was horrific. But we also have to ask, how did a child reach that point? Today's teenagers are exposed to everything. Fame, beauty standards, rejection, abuse, all through their screens. Social media makes them believe they have to look perfect, live perfect, be accepted by everyone. One small rejection can destroy them emotionally. One viral video can ruin them. Ready for this? Their minds are still developing. They don't know how to handle pain, rejection, or failure. And when there's no one to guide them, they act out. Sometimes, in terrible, irreversible ways. This story made me think, where were the adults? Why didn't anyone talk to that boy? Why didn't someone ask him how he was feeling? We focus so much on marks, success, discipline. But do we ever ask, are you okay? Most children don't need punishment. They need support. They need someone to listen. They need to be told, you matter. You're not alone. Because if we don't say it, someone else will. And that someone might push them into a darker path. The story of adolescence is not just about one boy and one girl. It's a reflection of many stories around us, stories that are never told, cries that are never heard. We need to create safe spaces for our children, at school, at home, online. We need to talk about mental health, about bullying, about peer pressure, about the fake world of social media. Because if we don't, we're not protecting them. We're pushing them into silence. And silence can explode. Thank you so much for listening to this story with your heart. If it made you think, Please share it. Because maybe someone needs to hear this. Maybe some child is still waiting to be understood. This is Vagmi, and I'll be back with another story. From reality, from emotion, from my voice to your heart. Only on Vagmi Raga.